Wasted Water Sports, ahoy! Happy Saturday. And it is a big Saturday. Super Rugby Pacific semi-final number 2. Hurricanes versus the Chiefs. The Chiefs are doing a lot of talking. There's a lot of confidence out of the Chiefs camp. And by the camp, I mean supporters. There would obviously be the utmost confidence within the squad itself because they are an extremely successful and dynamic team, aren't they? But they're talking it up. They finished 4th. The Hurricanes finished top of the log. But still, I feel like all the noise around this match seems to be coming for the Chiefs. You would think that they're going into this as favourites. As a matter of fact, let's have a look at the odds for this match as we approach kickoff. Just a few minutes away now for the teams to come out onto the field. And we're just about ready to get underway in this one. But I am curious just to check out the odds before this one gets started. Rugby Union, there we go. James, ahoy, mate. All right, so the Hurricanes have shortened to $1.57, and the Chiefs have blown out a little bit to $2.40. But honestly, I might have a crack at that. The Chiefs, they are one of my preferred teams. I go for the Crusaders, of course. I said that yesterday. But when the Crusaders don't win, like this season, then I sort of pick between the Chiefs, and I'll always have a little bit of a soft spot for the Highlanders as the forever underdogs of New Zealand Super Rugby. Richard Trainer, ahoy there, mate. Let's go Chiefs, $2. So the Chiefs have blown out a little bit by the looks of it. I've got a same-game multi on this one. We've got everybody's favourite Japanese side dish, takiaho balls, Narawa, and Geordie Barrett. 3 legs, anytime try scorers. A little bit, James, a little bit like that. It's just that the Panthers is obviously because my dad goes for them. And so if I can't be happy and my team sucks, then I may as well see him be happy and have his team get up. So it's a little bit different. The old Panther doesn't follow rugby union at all. Well, so he says. Actually, I've got a funny story about that. I'll share it now, but I've got it on the agenda for tomorrow when he's here because he likes to have little pot shots at the rugby whenever he's on his old Panther segments. And I got a text message from him saying, "Are we going to the Wallabies and Springboks game?" What? I thought you hated this stuff. Anyway, teams out onto the field. Kickoff imminent in this one. So let's go Chiefs. I'm on board. There's a photo somewhere. Had I had time to find it, I probably would have put it up on the screen in the loading area. But there is a photo of me at rugby practice in my Chiefs jumper. Just so you know, I'm not making it up. I do actually support them from time to time. There's TJ Perenara. Some familiar names here in this game. Yesterday, I was a little bit lost. There's some familiar names and faces here in this one. Tyrrell Lomax, Brad Shields, TJ Perenara, Geordie Barrett, Takiaho Balls, of course, Damian McKenzie, Leonard Brown. The Chiefs have got a good squad there. Narawa and Stevenson at the back. I think either way, regardless of who I'm going for, I actually think this game might be a little bit closer than those odds that they've thrown out there. $2 something underdogs here, the Chiefs. That's a solid looking squad as I go through it. The names that stand out to me anyway, that I recognise. That is a very solid looking squad. So is the Hurricanes. Oh, referee Angus Gardner. Well, this should be interesting. I don't know if Angus has improved over the years, but he certainly wasn't one of the top officials. V8 Holden's rock. Harder to pick than a broken nose. I like that. I like it. Speaking of broken noses, there's Geordie Barrett. Looks like he's copped a couple. Semi-final number 2. Who will be joining the Blues in the grand final? Let's find out as the Chiefs get us underway. Down into the Hurricanes 20. And the Canes set. TJ Perinara organising the troops. Thought for all money he was going to box kick, but he wants one more ruck. Wants to get a little bit closer to the sideline. And there is the box kick. One thing I will say about rugby union these days is I'm not a fan of the box kicking. I think my strategy would be, especially if you had a really, really good, solid kicker in the team. And let's face it, there's a lot of them in rugby union circles. Kick the absolute skin off the bugger as far downfield as you can and contest the line out. But teams seem content these days to just put it high in midfield. Hope that a mistake comes from the opposition. And there it is again. Cameron puts it high outside the 22. Mackenzie thumps it back. A little bit too much distance there from D-Mac. All offside here, the Hurricanes. Cameron runs them onside. Good job. Some space opens up here, though, for the Chiefs. That's a nice little dink in over the top. In behind Mackenzie. I feel like there's some boos ringing out around the crowd at the moment. And Mackenzie clears into touch. Up towards the halfway line. How much distance are they going to give him? And this will be interesting to see. Right near the halfway line. This will be interesting to see because this will... I completely understand, Richard. Trust me, I completely understand. It's all about the field position. But I'm just suggesting that my tactics, if I were a coach, would be, rather than just putting a 50-50 high ball up on halfway, kick the everlasting crap out of the ball as far downfield as you can into touch and contest the line out. And that's just me, like the old days. But obviously, like everything, the game's evolved as the Chiefs now make a break down the sideline. And it's Morby who's away, missing the tackle. And the pass is popped over the top to Brad Shields. No, Brad Shields plays for the Hurricanes. I've got 2 Hurricanes team sheets in front of me. That's why I'm so confused. It is Samipini Finau who scores the first try for the Chiefs. And that is a red-hot start for them. The Chiefs, we were talking about it just before, weren't we? They're not that bad. They probably shouldn't be such rank outsiders. A try for Finau. Right in the corner. A dream start here for the Chiefs. Yeah, I just don't think we see enough line-out competition anymore. Teams, very, very rarely, in games that I watch anyway, very rarely do teams compete at line-out time. I think it's an art that's really gone from the game. Mackenzie from the sideline strikes it well. It's on target. Not only on target, it's gone straight down the middle. And the Chiefs lead 7-0. 4.5 minutes gone. Hurricanes get us back underway. We saw yesterday that teams really struggled to secure their restart ball. The Chiefs have done well here. Firing it back to Mackenzie. And then across with a second pass for a big clearance. Hey, He missed touch, but it's almost like they listened to me. None of these up and unders just kick the leather off the bugger. The ball sits up at the back for Mackenzie. He returns the kick low and flat down the middle of the field. Scooped up by Cameron. And away to Geordie Barrett. He puts it high. Play on. It's been charged down. And now space for the Chiefs again. One to beat. Support inside again from Finau. And pops it back. And another try. Ratama. And the Chiefs are on fire. NBA Jam reference. Off the back of a charge down, the Chiefs have gone bang, bang, and lead 12-0, and it will certainly be 14-0 with this kick right beside the posts. And the Hurricanes, they are absolutely rattled. A charge down, of course, puts everybody onside. And then from there, the Chiefs just had to use their numbers. What a start here for the underdogs. Richard Trainer says, awesome way to spend my Saturday. 4:20, eating food, watching my favourite rugby team with my new favourite bro, Dan the Man. Go Chiefs. Cheers, Richard. The good old 4:20, huh? Nichols, ahoy mate. Go Chiefs, yes! As the Hurricanes, they are absolutely rattled here. 7 minutes gone, Chiefs leading 14-0. And a penalty now to the Chiefs. The Hurricanes failing to roll away at the ruck. Oh, nice. Prescribed by the doctor. Even better. Medicinal. All right, anyone who didn't know what we were talking about probably clearly do now. V8 Holden's Rock in Rotterdam at the moment with no other coverage. Up the Chiefs. Well, for people with Discord, I am actually playing the game on Discord as well. I don't advertise the Discord all that much anymore, but I'm trying to keep it on the down low. But since there's obviously much fewer people here than in a rugby league stream, I'm more than happy to announce that I am sharing the game on Discord. And the Chiefs come up with the error off the back of the ruck. Hurricanes ball. It'll be scrum down, says Angus Gardner. And the Hurricanes, they'll have a chance here to try and launch something. $14-0. Who'd have thought? Certainly didn't expect such a red-hot start from the Chiefs. Jaco Robertson, ahoy mate. Doing very well, thank you. How are you? Hurricane scrum. Collapses on the near side by the Chiefs and a penalty to the Hurricanes. Yes, sometimes it's a bit of a lottery in there, the scrums, but that was very evident. The Chiefs' big number 3, I think it was there, George Dwyer, just completely collapsed. No, same game multi is from Ned's. For some reason, Sportsbet do not do same game multis on the Rugby Union. As this kick from the penalty fails to find touch, that's unforgivable there from Geordie Barrett. He's got to make up for it and score a try now. URC semi-final, Bulls. I saw that over there just before. The Hurricanes really delaying the throw into this line out. They go to the front uncontested. I really do want to see more contests at line-out time. Bring back the competed ball at line-out time. Now the Canes create some space, but it's loose out the back. Backwards, says Angus Gardner. Big carry there from AA. I'm just going to call him AA anyway, the big Hurricanes hooker. Hurricanes setting it up in midfield here. TJ runs across the face of the defense, links up with that guy. And they lose the ball, the Hurricanes. Knock-on advantage here, and McKenzie injects himself into the line, and it's dropped by... Oh, advantage was over, says referee Angus Gardner. Now a penalty for holding on and not releasing, but we come back for the knock-on. That was a very short advantage played to the Chiefs there, but in fairness, they did have about a 39-on-1 overlap, and they didn't take advantage of it. And I think that's what Angus Gardner is just explaining now to the Chiefs. You had your advantage. You had a massive overlap. You couldn't take it. Not my fault. DJ Shaq, ahoy, mate. Big Bad Brody's retired, hasn't he? If I'm not mistaken. Or maybe not retired, but he's definitely left New Zealand, has he not? DJ Shaq probably knows the answer to that more thoroughly than I do. As I said yesterday, I haven't really been following along with the Super Rugby this season. But yeah, what a beast. Big Bad Brody Retallick. Champion of a player. Unbelievable start to this match, though. 14 points to 0. A much better turnout here tonight as well than yesterday. Conditions a little bit nicer. As Perinara feeds the scrum, it's solid again. And collapses again from the Chiefs, but play on, says Angus Gardner. Set piece play out the back, and Geordie Barrett spills the ball. Oh, Geordie Barrett. He's having a stinker to start this match. Well, it might not have even been him. I might have to send my apologies to Geordie Barrett. Geordie Barrett definitely missed touch with the kick before from the penalty. "13 minutes into the game, and I've got about, I think I've got about 7 or 8 names wrong already. I'm doing well. Takiaho throws it in for the Chiefs, and they go back on the attack. Penalty advantage here, right out in front of the post. They could potentially take the 3, but they might not want it. Rumbling up the middle. And there is the penalty. Take the 3. Malcolm says, don't worry, next game is Stormoise. You won't get a name wrong. I don't know. I do not know about that. I'm pretty bad, as we all know. All right, let's see if this works. UFC OnlyFans. Ahoy, mate. Where's the battle for the Who Cares Cup? Where it belongs. Nowhere near me. I actually think the Tigers might win that one. I've just got this sneaky suspicion that behind the scenes, Benji Marshall has been destroying his troops with like archaic torture methods to try and bring the best out of them. As Damian McKenzie pumps this one over from right in front. And the Chiefs, they lead 17 points to 0. An amazing start to this contest for the Chiefs. I'm just having an extremely good run this year, UFC. That's all. Mind you, I've had a pretty decent run ever since this channel existed. To be honest, I say that as humbly as possible. Hurricanes kicking the ball back to the Chiefs. They might have to start thinking about having a run soon, approaching the first quarter of this match. UFC says it's just disturbing to be below you in the tipping comp. Well, I don't understand, UFC. You've just... 2 messages before, you've just acknowledged that I seem to have a fantastic prediction ability, and you won't argue. But you're also horribly disturbed to be below me. A lot of ambivalence flowing through there. Penalty to the Chiefs. Hurricanes just can't get themselves into this contest. And giving away free possession like this, free territory, it is really not a good start for them. All right, so I'm trying to... here we go. Account. Wasted World of Sports. Okay, this one is for you. V8 Holden's Rock. And I'm going to pin that to the top in case I need it again. Hurricanes with the turnover ball on halfway. Wide to the right they go. Geordie Barrett and the big man. Stones is out there. Huge defense from the Chiefs, though. Close down any potential threat. They're up quick on Perinara. Play on, says the referee, and it's scrappy out the back now for the Chiefs. A little bit of space for Rayasi. But they're not going anywhere in a hurry. Some big boys out there for the Hurricanes. The props, the 2 props are big units. Penalty advantage now for the Hurricanes. Geordie Barrett gets the arms free. They keep the ball alive and they must score here. Brendan Eosi. And the Hurricanes have hit back 17 points to 5. Geordie Barrett take a bow. He got the arms free, got the pass around the corner, and then it was just a numbers game. Well, wait a minute. Angus Gardner's got something being whispered sweetly into his ear by the TMO. This one's not a try yet. Oh, they're looking at a forward pass. See, in rugby union, you can actually adjudicate on a forward pass. All right, let's have a look. I don't understand why you can't in rugby league. Oh, that's close. Oh, that's close. I think this try is going to get scrubbed out. No try. We come back for the penalty, though. The Hurricanes did launch that attack off a penalty advantage. But this is actually... Yeah, okay. It's a little bit forward. It is a little bit forward. You certainly can't argue with that. Probably wouldn't be too many arguments if it were given as well, but it's just so refreshing to see that you can actually adjudicate on that. There's nothing worse than watching a game of rugby league and seeing a try off a blatant forward pass. Hurricanes win the line out. Kanye Ketchup, ahoy! How are you, mate? Close to the line here, the Hurricanes. Can they get their try? It opens up, and this will surely be a try. Reaching out with the go-go gadget arms. Peter Lakai. And they do get their try, and it's in a much better position this time. 17 points to 5. The conversion to come. Oh, it was there for Jordie Barrett as well. He could have done the little pop pass to Jordie Barrett, and it would have been a try as well. Yeah, exactly right, DJ Shaq. People who enjoy league better, it's no skin off my back, you know what I mean? I'm in exactly the same mindset. I enjoy them both. I've played them both. I preferred playing rugby union. I probably prefer watching rugby league these days. Rugby union, like, for example, I didn't do any of the Super Rugby until finals time. But now that the final's on, it's like I'm choosing the Super Rugby semi-finals over a crap game of rugby league. Clearly, because that's what I've been doing this weekend. But if I had my choice of what to play, I'm always playing rugby union myself. Having played both, I enjoyed union so much more. Being out there playing it as Jordie Barrett converts, and the Chiefs leading 17 points to 7. Mel, ahoy there. It's taken them near 22 minutes, but they are on the board. Oh! No! Is that Takiaho balls coming off? That is bad news for my multi, which was already looking pretty bad, let's be fair. The multi was already shot to pieces, but now it looks like Takiaho balls off the field. Leanne Santarosa, ahoy. Kanye Ketchup has got $123 on the Chiefs to win at $2.45. You need it to pay rent. Oh, jeez. There was one time that I can distinctly recall I was a little bit short. I was just a little bit short on rent money back in the day. Just a little short on the rent money, and I decided it'd be a very smart idea to go to the casino and play some roulette to win the rest of it. Chris Webb, it didn't work out too well, by the way. Chris Webb, ahoy, mate. Yes, we are doing both the good NRL games tonight. Ball is out here. Perinara clears. Back up into Chiefs territory. Leading by 10 points here. The underdogs. Through the hands now, out to the right. Looking for some space to open up. Leonard Brown steps back in field. All the way back in field. and then straightens. Mackenzie inside to Narawa. Mackenzie again has a little dart on his own. Hurricanes are in this game now. It was a slow start. Burrowing in at this one. The Hurricanes fight for it, but Chiefs hold on to it. The ball in midfield is a great one from Mackenzie. And Satili goes through. Pops the pass over. Cortez is going to get a double. Cortez Ratama, the little number 9. He's just popped up in all the right places tonight. And he's got himself a double. Chiefs extend their lead. (22-7), the kick to come. He is just finding himself in all the right places. Well, wait a minute. This one's not been given yet. The TMO has interjected once again. Oh, we are not looking at that, are we? We are not coming all the way back to this ruck for potential foul play against TJ Perenara. That's fine, surely. The crowd's booing. TJ's holding the back of his head. Has he clocked him? Let's have a look. Shoulder. He's grabbed him around the shoulders. Oh, the head. He was leading with the head there. Yeah, he got himself in a horrible position. This will be no try. And just to compound things, it's a yellow card. On report, yellow card, no try. (17-7) it remains. Could that be a big, big moment in this match? A turning point, if you will. Well, certainly if the Hurricanes get themselves down the other end of the field and put some points on, for sure. Ah, yes, DJ Shaq. When they cross the arms like they're in Degeneration X, it goes off to review, and a yellow card can be upgraded to a red. And also, we've got HIA. HIA as well. TJ off for that. So on will come somebody else. The kick to touch from the Canes. Anyway, it's up to halfway. They win the line out uncontested. And once again, this frustrates me. Contest the line out throw. Somebody please compete at line out time. Bring back the old line out battles. The All Blacks back in the day, and the Wallabies line out for line out. Oh, Perenara milked it for all it was worth. Indeed, yeah, 100%. He did his best Reece Walsh there. Did Perenara. Penalty to the Chiefs. Hurricanes caught diving over the top. And the Canes are unable to take advantage. Damien McKenzie asking where the mark is. This is going to be the slowest kick to touch you'll ever see as the Chiefs just wind down the clock over this next 8 or 9 minutes. Okay, it remains a yellow card. The review has been carried out. And it remains a yellow card. The Chiefs put it into touch just inside Hurricanes territory. The line-out throw is contested, and the Hurricanes win it. They've got numbers to the right here. Barrett, the cutout pass, right onto the chest of the fullback there, and they lose the ball. They lose possession. Beautiful pass there from Barrett. Well, they lost possession from a kick through. Canes with the line-out throw. Chiefs weren't really able to do much with the clearing kick. Goes to the middle. Relatively uncontested again. Geordie Barrett. The wraparound there with Morby. Quick ruck ball here. Numbers down the short side, but they cut back infield. And there's Geordie Barrett. Bumps off one. Throws the pass loose infield. And it comes away for the Hurricanes again, but it is forward. Scrum down here for the Chiefs, and for the Hurricanes, it's just not clicking. Geordie Barrett, he's honestly having a little bit of a stinker. In fairness, not one of his finest hours so far. Gene, ahoy there, mate. Perenara is a big cheat. Always has been. Should be a soccer player. There was definitely a certain amount of milking going on there. Farmer TJ. But the thing is, there was also, we saw it on the replays, there was also clear contact to the head. But yes, it certainly wasn't as intense as he made it out to be. Skyfinks, ahoy, mate. How are you doing? Scrum down here for the Chiefs. Down the short side they go. One-on-one goes Narawa. Puts the kick in over the top. It sits up nicely at the back for Ruben Love. And the Hurricanes return to McKenzie, who calls Mark. He just wants to slow things down. Smart play there from D-Mac. Men in the bin. Take the mark. Slow down the play. Skyfinks, I tipped the Titans just because the Tigers are impossible to tip at the moment. But I've just got this cheeky feeling that the Tigers will win. I didn't tip them, though. Just a sneaky little suspicion the Tigers might get up for this one. But I have tipped the Titans. Let's make that pretty clear. Through the hands now, and it opens up for the Hurricanes. Stepping back in field is Love. No support. Well wrapped up there from the Chiefs. They're inside the 22 now. An opportunity to pile on some pressure with a man advantage. Oh, they've lost the ball. Oh, the handling. The handling destroying them at the moment. The Hurricanes, it's just not happening here in this first half. Daniel Tupin. Let's go, Hurricanes. I probably said your name wrong as well, for which I apologize immensely. Scrum down here for the Chiefs. They've looked a little bit shaky at scrum time. This one's solid, though. Big drive from the Hurricanes, but the Chiefs get the ball out the back. Just in the nick of time. Clearance from Ratimer. Not a lot of distance. Hurricanes are still in attacking range. 3 minutes left in the sin bin for now. 8 minutes left in this first half. Hurricanes decoy at the front of the line out. They go to the middle and secure their own ball. They're lined up to the left. Here's Geordie Barrett. Perfect pass to Love. Out in front of Rayasi, and it's called forward. Oh, it's just not happening for the Hurricanes. The pass from Ruben Love forward to Rayasi. The space was there, but once again, the execution just letting them down. Halftime cannot come soon enough for the Hurricanes. And they need a little bit of a rocket up them. Two minutes left in the sin bin for now, the Chiefs. They have managed this little period of play so well, but let's be fair, it's been aided by the Hurricanes' poor handling and poor option taking. Solid scrum this time for the Chiefs. They hold firm. In from the side there, I thought, was Geordie Barrett, but play on, says the referee, and the Hurricanes have it back. And now they lose it again, straight back to the Chiefs' side of the ruck. There was some dark arts going on in there from both sides, I'm sure. Chiefs ball in midfield. They look to clear. McKenzie puts it high down the middle of the field. And making a mess of it at the back. Was that Geordie Barrett? No. For some reason, I've got it in for Geordie Barrett tonight. I think he's everywhere. Brett Cameron's made a mess of it. And it goes into touch. It takes a horror bounce after he misses it, and it's over the side. Now, is this a 50-22? This will be Chiefs throw into the line out. A 50-22. Brad Cameron's made a complete mess of it. It took a horror bounce. And the Chiefs will get the throw into this line out. That's a big moment. Hurricanes still the line-out ball. And now they lose it. Knocked back, says the referee. That was surely a knock-on. The referees are all sponsored by Specsavers, though, in fairness. Back it goes to Cameron. And the clearing kick, not a lot of distance on it. We've got an injury stoppage here. Richard Trainer says, Dan, you're not calling an All Black game. Why not? Oh, yeah. By the way, in amongst all that, Finau's time is up in the sin bin, and he is back on the field. Oh, I think Richard's making a joke, actually, because I've suggested that I'm seeing Barrett everywhere, and the All Blacks are pretty much Barrett's are us. Line out throw here for the Chiefs. They're still inside the 22. They go to the back, way to the back. It's all over the top of everybody. And now the Hurricanes spill it forward. They can't secure the loose ball, and Narawa comes away with it. Chiefs still on the attack. They would have got the scrum down anyway there. Out the back of a pod, they go wide to the right. Well defended here from the Canes. No advantage. And we come back about 15 metres, maybe 10 metres upfield for the scrum on the 22. No advantage. The knock on from the line out by the Hurricanes. The Chiefs have never won a Super Rugby semi-final on the road. I find that extremely hard to believe. I remember the Chiefs' first Super Rugby final. Was it still Super 12s? I think it might have still been Super 12s at the time. And the Chiefs won through to the final. And they had to go to South Africa, and I think they were playing the Bulls or the Sharks. It might have been the Sharks. Anyway, Sharks or one of the South African teams. It could have even been the Stormers for all I know. Jesus Christ, it was a long time ago. It was one of the South African teams anyway. Free kick here from the scrum to the Chiefs. They should call another scrum. The Chiefs had made their first Super Rugby final, and they had to go to South Africa, and they played the Bulls or somebody, as I said, and over, I'm out with a mate of mine in the city, and I've gone, oh, geez, we've got to go. I've got to get home for the rugby. So we jump in a cab. I come flying home. Got the times all wrong anyway, and I've arrived home at halftime. And at halftime, the score was something like 72-0 to the South African team. The game was over. I'm exaggerating slightly about the scoreline, by the way, but it was still like 30-something-0 at halftime. And it was all over. The Chiefs, their first Super Rugby final, they got absolutely pounded over in South Africa. Yeah, I suppose DJ Shack, they being the Chiefs, they in recent history have always finished on top or thereabouts, haven't they? So they would have always had home finals. Chiefs just rumbling up the middle here. 8 phases without trying anything too spectacular. Keeping it in tight, looking for a penalty advantage before they release the ball. Now, well, they do release it. A couple of passes out of the ruck. And they've almost turned it over, so they might go back to the one-out stuff soon. McKenzie, big hit there in midfield. Absolutely rocking Daniel Rona backwards. And the Hurricanes now counter-ruck. They drive over the top of this one, but it spills out the back for the Chiefs still. Leonard Brown spots half a gap. Still 22 out from the line. McKenzie puts the little dink in over the top. It bounces awkwardly for the Hurricanes. Fires it back in field. This would be a miracle try for the Chiefs. The ball was going into touch for all money. Another horror bounce for poor Brett Cameron on the sideline there. He will be having nightmares about the bouncing rugby ball for the next month. This would be an amazing try. Has he gone into touch here? The Chiefs try and throw this ball back in field. Watch the foot. Watch the foot. Does he release it? No, he doesn't. He's still got a fingertip on the ball as he puts a foot over the sideline. Oh, it's almost worth giving. You almost want to give it just because it was such a great miracle finish, but no, he is in touch. Some excitement there to finish the half, though. That is as close as it gets. If the grass had just been mowed down a little shorter. The halftime siren sounds. The Hurricanes throw to the front of the line out, and TJ Perinara says, we'll just run over the sideline and take the halftime break, thanks. And for the Hurricanes, they're a bit rattled to the home side. The Chiefs raced out of the blocks. 17 points to 7 at halftime. It could have been more. It also could have been less. But it could easily have been much, much more. It's still anybody's game. I've still got no legs ticked off in the multi. Hopefully Takiaho's still out there. I haven't seen him. Hopefully he's still out there, though. UFC's the new around the grounds person. Halftime here, 17 points to 7. Wasted World of Sports Super Rugby Pacific semi-final. Who will be joining the Blues in the grand final? At the moment, it's looking like the Chiefs. They have started this game extremely well. But, as we know, 40 minutes is an extremely long time in a game of rugby. Absolutely anything can happen from here. Second half coming up right after this on the Wasted World of Sports. All right, half time here, 17 points to 7. The Chiefs, the underdogs, getting it done at the moment. I can't believe, honestly, that they were so far outsiders. Plenty of time left, though, for the home team. They need to get their act together. They were a little off the pace here in the first half. So the Hurricanes trailing by 10, but they've got it all to do here in the second 40. Do I think that the Warriors topple the Storm at home? I actually do. Now, look, it's going to be extremely close. There could only be 1 or 2 points in it. I'm talking golden point potential. Probably the best golden point potential of the season so far. This game coming up. Warriors versus the Storm. But I truly do think the Warriors have enough firepower and are going well enough to get the job done. Tuivasa-Sheck back in. Sean Johnson back in. Tom Ale back in. So you've got Nickel Klokstad at fullback. Wateni Zalesniak, Rocco Berry, Tamade Martin, Sean Johnson in the halves. Fanua Blake, Wade. It's such a solid team. I actually do think they can do it. But here's the thing. Every time that I've thought, yes, the Warriors can do it, they come out and absolutely stink the joint out. So they're favourites at the moment with the bookmakers. I mean, that says something. That's usually a disaster in the making as well, though, isn't it? The Warriors being the favourites with the bookmakers is a scary, scary prospect for the Warriors. They seem to play much better when they're the underdogs. I think that's a fair assessment. But I can see it. I can absolutely see it happening, in all honesty. The Storm are still without Cameron Munster. His absence alone cannot be understated. So, yep, I'm all in. Warriors to get the victory today. But we've got a whole second half of action here. Hurricanes and the Chiefs. The Hurricanes went into this game raging hot favourites. The Chiefs, $2.50 outsiders for some reason. And here they are, leading by 10 points at the break. And as I said, could easily have been more. A couple of tries have been left out there by both sides. Just execution. A millimetre either way. And it could be a completely different scoreline. Mel seems unconvinced, I think. I'm not sold on this one. Oh. I'm kind of the other way, UFC. I actually think it'll be extremely difficult to pick try scorers for this one. Could be one of those games where it's just completely out of the box. I mean, you could get, for example, a same game multi of let's say Mitch Barnett, Harris Tavita, Karma Chameleon, Bronson Garlic or something, you know what I mean? It's one of those games that all of those superstar players are going to be double and triple marked. Oh, you hate the Storm as well, do you, Mel? There you go. some more hate towards the Storm from these here parts. With a passion. A passion. And you've got to remember, the Warriors, even though their actual win record might not be all that great, they are a team that is capable of pushing the Storm like no other. Got to keep that in mind as well. So, certainly it should be a good game. The Storm have produced the two best fullbacks in history. So exhausted. It's going to be a long day, this one. I can't think of anything better, though. Super Rugby semi-finals and then a great double-header in the NRL coming up straight after it. Exhausting, but it's going to be extremely fun at the same time. Looking forward to every single minute of it. I'm just happy that the Broncos lost last night. It's made my weekend. I don't even care what happens now for the rest of it. The two best fullbacks. I'm trying to think of the second one. I mean, you're obviously Billy Slater. But I'm trying to think who the other one is. And I'm struggling. Not Pappenhausen. It's a bit early to be calling him one of the best fullbacks in history. Cameron Smith. Ah. You should have just said two of the best players in history. Not tied it down to a position. The Melbourne Storm certainly produced one of the best referees in history. Speaking of Cameron Smith. Zing. Mel says, if we can beat the Panthers with our reserve grade team, we should, in theory, be able to beat the Storm with the team we have this evening. Well, let's be completely fair, and it wasn't exactly the top strength Panthers team either, Mel. In total fairness. So, not taking anything away from the victory, I'm just saying there might not be the most sensible logic to look at it from. You could be setting yourself up for disappointment if that were the case. Second half underway here. And the Hurricanes... Yeah, but think about who that couple were, Mel. Just saying. I'm just saying. I wouldn't get carried away about that one. I mean, that being said, look, I've said I've gone for the Warriors today. I'm disagreeing with the path of logic to get there, but we've still arrived at the same place. Is what's happened. Warriors victory today. You would think. Chiefs clear this one up towards halfway, and it'll be a Hurricanes line out. Needing to be the first team to score here in the second 40, you would think. Into the line out. Hurricanes ball on halfway. Perinara releases it to the left. Iniosi goes into contact. Staying on the short side here, the Hurricanes. Nowhere to go. Well read by the Chiefs. And they get hands on the ball here, the Chiefs, and they secure the turnover. And the second half has started much like the first for the Hurricanes. Really, really scrappy. Some interesting option taking. The Hurricanes have never beaten the Chiefs when trailing by 10 points or more at halftime. How crazy is that? Chiefs go to the front of the lineout, secure the ball. And they go straight back on the attack. Space out wide, Mackenzie dummies, goes on his own. The gap shuts down. Well defended by the Chiefs, by the Hurricanes, sorry. The pass out into midfield, a good one, but well read. Trying to hold them up, but the Chiefs get to ground. Set the ruck again. Mackenzie, out the back it goes, and Rayasi makes a good tackle. Gets in there, burrows at the ball, but the Chiefs, they still have it. Quick ruck ball again. Mackenzie, the pass, threatening to be intercepted, and it's knocked on by the Hurricanes. If he manages to hold on to that, he's away. Billy Proctor read the pass to perfection. Damien Mackenzie has been telegraphing those all day long. Proctor made the commitment to race up on it. Saw it a mile away, just couldn't secure the ball. And it will be a Chiefs scrum. Magic round, UFC, if that helps. When was Magic round? Round 11 would have been Magic round. From the scrum, here go the Chiefs. Cut out pass by Mackenzie is a good one. And Saturo beats the first tackle. Hurricanes get hands on the ball. Can't force the turnover. Back to the open side they go. Chip in over the top by the Chiefs. Playing under penalty advantage. I feel like they probably want the 3 points. It's a little bit of a gift right out in front. 40 meters distance, but right out in front. And Damien Mackenzie should eat this one up. And it will extend the lead for the Chiefs. Well, they haven't let up here in the second half, the Chiefs. They are well on top in this one. 100% success rate tonight so far for DMAC. He moves in and strikes it. It's holding its line, and it's through. 20 points to 7. The Chiefs on top here. Gaz Hearsum. Ahoy there, mate. Back underway. The Hurricanes go deep with the restart. Chiefs have the ball. Inside their own 22, they set up another ruck. They lose some distance. Ratama now clears it back for McKenzie. Keeps it low. It's charged down, and this could bounce anywhere. It sits up for the Chiefs. No, it goes over the dead ball line. They get away with that one, the Chiefs. McKenzie. How many times have we seen this happen? McKenzie caught out with his kicking game. Another McKenzie charge down. And it's very, very nearly cost his team a try there. McKenzie with the 22 dropout. Racing trackside. Ahoy there, mate. You're at the game. Racing trackside is at the game. Hurricanes need to stop missing tackles and stop turning the ball over in the rucks and stop dropping the ball as well. Would also be very helpful. Some very, very simple turnover ball throughout the course of the day. Now the Canes put the kick in straight down the throat of the Chiefs. That's a poor kick. And now an equally poor chip and chase in return. But it does find the sideline. And it will force a line out. I suppose that's something. But Saturo there. The throw to the middle of the line out. Hurricanes secure it. Barrett in midfield. Short pass off the shoulder to Morby. Penalty advantage now for the Hurricanes. And they get the penalty. And some really poor kicking options as well from the Canes tonight. Really disappointing. Mel, I loved that the Broncos lost for sure. Yes. And the funny thing is, I had been predicting the Rabbitohs win over the Broncos for weeks. Weeks, even before the Rabbitohs have made this sort of mini resurgence that they're on. We're looking at potential foul play here. All shoulder to the head of Geordie Barrett. Luke Jacobson we're looking at here, the number 7 for the Chiefs. High into contact, and Geordie Barrett is not a small man. So to cop him high with a shoulder is a pretty big deal. If there's any consistency from the first half, this will be a yellow card. Reaching into the pocket there is Angus. It's a yellow card. Not going to review. And Luke Jacobson will sit down for 10. This is the second period of 10 minutes. Yeah, Mel, he's like 6'3", 6'4". Very big boy. Hurricanes go to the middle of the line out. TJ releases it to Geordie. Starting to inject himself into the game a bit more, Geordie Barrett. Quick hands out to the wing and busting through. Oh, but it's called a forward pass. And they are not happy here, the Canes. Some slick hands down the short side, but a forward pass is called. And once again, they just can't take advantage of the extra man. The Hurricanes, remember, finishing top of the table. It feels like they might have saved their worst game for last, if indeed this turns out to be their last game. It will take a great escape. It will be one of the all-time great escapes if they get out of this one. I understand that, DJ Shack. That's why I said, if indeed it is their last, and it would be a great escape if they get out of it. I've presented them hope still. I haven't once said it's over. It's obviously a huge uphill battle, though. Box kick from Cortez Ruttimer, who's had a solid game in the number 9 for the Chiefs. Love, dummies, straightens, goes on his own. Hands on the ball there from the Chiefs and then falling. And this will be penalty to the Hurricanes. Just getting it a little bit wrong there. He did everything right at first, but then he just dropped, lost his feet, and that was it. Take the 3. Oh, I would love to see it. It's a long way out, though. How much would you love to see it? Oh, head-on-head contact here. TJ Perinara and Wallace Satiti. Looking a little nervous there, TJ. Understandably so. He copped a head-on-head contact earlier. Angus Gardner very keen to get this game moving along. Seven minutes remaining for this new yellow card period for the Chiefs. Second time tonight. Geordie Barrett plugs it into touch. They're not happy in the coach's box. They can't believe it. Stuff's getting thrown around everywhere. TJ doesn't look 6 foot. He's certainly not. He lives a few minutes away from you. As some slick hands here from the Hurricanes. Quick ruck ball now. Disrupted by the Chiefs. Disrupted extremely well by the Chiefs. And it's a knock-on from the Hurricanes. You can't believe it. Another mistake on the attack. Oh, he is 6 foot. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't look it because he's playing rugby union where he's surrounded by like 9 foot tall giraffes every time he packs a scrum. Every ruck ball, the big pigs are in there. And he looks tiny by comparison. Yeah, absolutely. Watching the games on TV, you wouldn't expect that he is 6 foot tall. But that's what happens, isn't it? You got you're the scrum half, and you're constantly standing next to all the big locks, 7 or 8 foot tall, big boys. You would look tiny by comparison. Scrum down for the Chiefs. They win the ball, and Mackenzie clears it up to halfway. Running forward onto it, Ruben Love releases it out to Riasi. Quick ruck ball. Hurricanes trailing by 13. Certainly not out of it. It is an uphill battle, of course, though, because nothing seems to be going their way at the moment. Now a flick pass to Love. And out on the wing again is the hooker, AA. Seems to spend a lot of time out there. He's spending more time on the wing than the actual winger. Now they've got numbers to the left. If Geordie Barrett can fire it out there, the Harbour Bridge pass takes an awkward bounce and doing extremely well out there. Eosi, I think it was, out there, managing to keep that ball in play. Through the hands was probably the right option, rather than the big Harbour Bridge. Out the back they go. Numbers to the right. Straightening. Billy Proctor is held up. Short side they stay, and beating the first tackle and the second, and offloading inside to Brett Cameron. And the Hurricanes have got their try. The Hurricanes get their try at last. .2012 kick to come. They've been threatening to do this a lot, but they've spilt the ball. Fantastic work there. The big lock, the number 5, Isaiah Walker. Isaiah Walker. Leaware? Am I asking or telling? 2012, kick to come. Game well and truly back on. Brett Cameron hits it well. It holds its line. And it's 20 points to 14. Striking distance for the Hurricanes. Jocko Robertson says Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson will be running for president of America. Has that been confirmed, or is it still just rumor and innuendo? A great kick here. Takes an awkward bounce for the Chiefs. And doing extremely well back there to keep it in the field of play. But suddenly they've come to life here, the Canes. The kick back down to Mackenzie. 2 minutes left in the sin bin for Luke Jacobson. Hurricanes suddenly full of running now. Barrett is wrapped up. Great tackle. Releases. Secures the ball. The Chiefs get into challenge it. Hands on the pill. Almost secure the turnover ball. The Hurricanes just get back in numbers and fight back for the ball. Penalty advantage now, and it's given. The Hurricanes have completely shifted momentum here. You can just feel the switch It's been flicked. And the Hurricanes are on top. Carrying all the momentum at the moment. The kick to touch. Taking them well inside Chiefs territory. Can they bag some more points off this set piece play? You would think that they would run a set piece from line out here inside the 22. 40 seconds left in the sin bin for the Chiefs. Middle of the line out they go. They secure the ball. Geordie Barrett runs it to the line. The inside pass from Cameron. Well defended from the undermanned Chiefs. Tosi takes another hit up. Ruck ball. Failing to roll away here, the Chiefs. They're all over this ball. Surely that's a penalty advantage. Play on though, says the referee. And again, the Chiefs risking a penalty. Quick hands out to the right, and the ball is spilt. Joshua Morby puts his hands over his eyes. He can't bear it. They were so close there. And now the Chiefs go back to a full complement. He spills the ball over the line. He just couldn't quite gather it in. What a huge moment that would have been. Oh, this game is frantic. Every bit as exciting as we expected it to be. Who will be joining the Blues? Sorry. Who will be joining the Blues in the grand final? Whoops. Yeah, DJ Shaq, this has been one of the most clear-cut shifts in momentum that I think I've ever witnessed. The knee crumbler, ahoy there, mate. It has just suddenly gone all Hurricane. Hey. Oh. Who's a big sook then, huh? Who's being a big sook? "20 minutes remain. Chiefs back to a full complement. Oh, that's all good, knee crumbler. That's absolutely fine, mate. You have gone above and beyond, my friend. I mean, honest to Christ, mate. I don't expect anything at all. I appreciate it always, but I never expect it. And the fact that you're a channel member yourself is more than I could ever have asked for, mate. Absolutely appreciate it, but no need to apologize for not buying memberships for other people. Whoops. Just cheers to myself. This game is set up for an intense finish. 20 minutes to go. 6 points the difference. It's been worthy of a final. Hurricanes ball. They win the line out. They're in Chiefs territory. Staying on the short side. Now they release it to midfield. Out the back of shape. Rayasi is taken close to the sideline. Not a lot of distance. Intercept by the Chiefs, and they're away upfield. Go, big man, go. He's going to get raced down, the big number 8. Satiti didn't have the pace. The Canes have dived in over the top, and an easy try as the ball is released. to Daniel Rona. Off the back of an intercept from Satiti. It was the Hurricanes all on top. They were charging towards the finish line, the Canes. And then an intercept. Racing away upfield. Satiti didn't have the pace. But it was all over from that. The front foot ball from this ruck. The Chiefs had about 47 on one out to the left, and they took full advantage. Daniel Rona with the try. Oh, this game has been incredible. 25-14, kick to come. Damien McKenzie from the sideline. Moves in, strikes it, holds its line, hooks back in, and it's a conversion. 27 points to 14. The Chiefs. Quick restart here from the Hurricanes. McKenzie takes the ball. Numbers out to the left. But Chiefs, they straighten. Set up another ruck. Rona organising the... Ratimer organising the troops. He wants them on this short side. Box kick goes up. The Chiefs chase well. Moving forward and taking it is Ruben Love. And the Hurricanes give away a penalty on halfway for holding on. The Chiefs. The momentum is back on their side again. And this, it's a long way out. It's 50 metres out, but it is an opportunity for three if they want to take it. Damien McKenzie's thinking about it. He's sizing it up. Will I get the distance? They are going to have a crack here. This is a big kick. Blake, ahoy there, mate. You can't believe the Rabbits won last night? I can. I tipped them. Did anyone else tip the Rabbitohs? This guy did. $64 minutes 40 gone. 27 points to 14. Damien McKenzie with a penalty attempt. Oh, this is not going to hold its line. Oh, it hooks back. It's picked up by the breeze, and it's over. And the Chiefs lead 30 points to 14. And they're starting to look a little more secure again now, the Chiefs. 30 points to 14. 15 minutes remaining. Quick restart again from the Hurricanes. Lost forward by Geordie Barrett. Knock-on advantage to the Chiefs. McKenzie from inside his own 22. Good spiral on that kick, and it finds the grass. It sits up at the back for Ruben Love, who returns it back, taken on the fall by McKenzie. Territorial advantage here for the Chiefs as they set up the ruck ball on halfway. Hands on it here from the Hurricanes. Surely a turnover. No. Angus Gardner's given them an eternity there to reclaim that ball. 14 minutes remain. Chiefs on top. High ball on halfway. Geordie Barrett's under it. Tapped back from the Chiefs, though. Play on. Ratimer falls. Sets up the ruck. Back to Mackenzie. Numbers to the right. Releases the ball a little bit too early again. There seems to be no draw and pass tonight. The big Harbour Bridge balls are the name of the game. Kanye Ketchup looks like I'm paying rent. Or going on a bender. I love it. You put the bet on to get rent money. You win the bet and go, nah, bugger it. The rent can still wait. Sounds like something I would do. Chiefs, with 13 minutes remaining, leading this game by 16 points. Nothing too expansive now. I don't know what I've just done here on my screen, but I have... I don't know what I've done exactly, but I've managed to balls things up here on my screen so badly. All right, there we go. Got it back. Got it all back. That was bizarre. I've got no idea what I just did. Chiefs have gone through 12 phases here. Loose out the back. Mackenzie swoops on it, puts the kick in. It's taken on the fall by the Hurricanes. And that is a good purchase, turning the Chiefs around, but Mackenzie's back there all the time in the world to set up this clearance. And he didn't connect with it very well, but at least he made sure of his touch. "11 minutes remain for the Hurricanes to try and pull something out here. This has been such a great game. I'm so glad that I did this game. I'm so glad I covered it. It has not let me down. Rugby union very rarely lets me down. Throw into the line out, over the top of everyone. Hurricanes have it though. Barrett to Perinara. They release it out wide. Here's Love. Fires it on now to Morby. Morby tries to get on the outside. Does. But D-Mac doing just enough to trip him up and bring him down, making him an easy target for the cover defense. Inside the 22 though, the Hurricanes. Geordie straightens, goes into contact. Pick and go. Just trying to draw in some more of that Chiefs defense. Morby along to Sullivan. They're close now, the Hurricanes. Play on, says the referee. Ball is out. It's a free-for-all. And the Chiefs pile in, but the Hurricanes come away with it still. Tosi sets up another ruck. 10 minutes to go now. Big charge again from Isaiah Walker. Leaware. They are so close now. The pick and go working for the Canes. Centimetres short. Now it's released. And lost from Love. Inside ball though to Morby. It's still on. A couple of meters short. Tosi puts the head down. Tries to burrow over. Pick and go. A Mua. Penalty advantage. That's what they needed. Penalty advantage. They can throw everything at this play now. Perinara. Numbers to the left. Unmarked out wide, and surely scoring in the corner is Billy Proctor. Dives for the corner. Plants it down. 30 points to 19. Kick to come. The penalty advantage was all the invitation they needed to release that ball. Using the numbers. They were just building up to that penalty advantage. picking their moment to release the ball. Billy Proctor scores. This is now a huge conversion. Big kick here from Brett Cameron. It's on target, and the wind picks it up. The wind picks it up and takes it away. 30 points to 19. Oh, that was an important kick. Critical conversion missed there. Number 8. I've just come back and number 8. Walter, ahoy there. Come on, Chiefs. We can do this on their home ground, says Walter. Oh, there's a substitution. Okay. I thought someone was in trouble, but no, it's just Satiti having a sit down. Satiti's having a Satiti down. Being replaced. Mackenzie gets us back underway. Geordie Barrett takes it. The return kick. There's still... Oh, that's a huge kick from Geordie Barrett. It takes a horror bounce for the Chiefs. He is well inside his own 22 there, Geordie Barrett. And it takes an absolute horror of a bounce for the Chiefs. And over the sideline, forcing the line out. And throwing into the line out here for the Chiefs is their number 12, Ramaka Pohipi. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I'm surely not. You don't very often see a number 12 throw into the line out. They must be out of substitutes, the Chiefs. Clearing kick to halfway. Hurricanes go quick. Love has it in midfield. Dummies beats the first tackle. Gets on the outside. Fires the cutout pass out to Billy Proctor, the try scorer. And they've knocked it on, the Hurricanes. The old errors creeping back in at the worst possible time. Chiefs holding on. Dire old game in the NRL, it looks like. 10 points to 6, the Titans leading the Tigers. We've certainly done the right thing by skipping that one and covering this game instead. 100%. For the Hurricanes, just too many mistakes. 6 minutes remain. Xavier Rowe feeds the scrum. Chiefs ball. Up over halfway. That's a good dart. Box kick. It'll be taken at the back by the Hurricanes. They kick return, looking for space. In behind Mackenzie. It's a good kick. Mackenzie takes it on his own goal line. Runs back. Oh, he's taken late there, Mackenzie. He's been absolutely laid out. Well, I don't know that it was late necessarily, but Mackenzie's been taken out after the kick. He's not happy about it. Angus Gardner has said, play on. Hurricanes line out ball. They go to the middle. Perinara to Barrett in midfield. Inside ball from Cameron to Morby. And the Chiefs again counter ruck. And they go in over the top of this one and they steal it. The Chiefs counter ruck is perfection again. Now a penalty to the Hurricanes. Oh, they tap and go quick. Perinara. The ball's ripped away. It's a loose carry from the Hurricanes, and they've made a mistake again. They can't win a trick here, the Canes. A loose carry. The ball spills forward. And the Chiefs will have the scrum down. They have defended immaculately again. Go the Chiefs, says the James. Those $2.40 odds were ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. I couldn't believe it. And I hope that everybody took full advantage of that gift from the bookmakers. 4 minutes remaining in this one. Chiefs leading 30 points to 19. Looking ever so likely now to be joining the Blues in the Super Rugby Pacific Grand Final next week. I'm pretty sure next week. I don't think they have a week off. They go straight into it. Mackenzie with the clearing kick. Good purchase on it again. They let it bounce, the Canes, and it sits up at the back for Morby. To Love. Love gets on the outside. Brought down here. They were flying it over the top and extremely lucky to get away with that clean out was Billy Proctor. He just flew in there with reckless abandon. The Chiefs compete at ruck time again and secure a turnover. They are just dominating at ruck time. Lowe's got it at the back for the Hurricanes. 3 minutes to go. They must score now if there's any chance in this game. Barrett down the short side. They've got numbers. The kick through is towed ahead again. Mackenzie floats across and dives on the loose ball for the Chiefs. And look at the numbers there for the Chiefs at ruck time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Chiefs, 1 Hurricane. And that has pretty much summed it up. The Chiefs playing with much greater intensity and enthusiasm. The box kick is close to the sideline. It's taken by the Chiefs, and they're into space. Brought down about 40 out from the Hurricanes line. Nobody at the back, and the box kick goes over the top. Geordie Barrett's back there to collect the loose ball for the Hurricanes. It was on for the Chiefs, though. 2 minutes remain. It is well and truly over now. The Chiefs will be joining the Blues in the Super Rugby Grand Final for 2024. The Canes, though, looking for a consolation. Chiefs counter ruck again. Inside ball and some space now for the Hurricanes. Too little, too late as they go up over halfway, keeping the ball alive. Perinara bumps off one. Brought down just on the Chiefs side of halfway. Through the hands now. They're lined up to the right. Here's Geordie Barrett straightening. Beats one, beats two. Gets the ball back on the inside. Chiefs again maintain their feet, get over the top of the ball, pilfer, and win the penalty for holding on. The Chiefs at ruck time have just out-enthused the Hurricanes, especially at the back end of the game. Honestly, the amount of turnover ball penalties at ruck time forcing the Hurricanes to hold on, not committing the same numbers. The Chiefs have just barged into rucks, holding their feet, contesting for the ball, and the Hurricanes have just not come in to clean out. It's been as simple as that in the last 10 minutes. The ball handling of the Hurricanes nowhere near good enough as well. Scrum down, uncontested. Yeah, so there's definitely a substitution thing happening there. Uncontested scrums. "20 seconds remain. The Chiefs now just running down the clock. They know they've got this game won. 5 seconds to go. One more phase would do it, you would think. Well, they don't even need... Yeah, one more phase. And they can clear this into touch. And the Chiefs have come to the Hurricanes' home turf. $2.50 outsiders. And they have put on a clinic of defense. And they march into the grand final to face the Blues next week. 30 points to 19. What a performance. Hats off to them. The Chiefs and the Blues. Super Rugby Pacific Grand Final. I'm looking forward to it. Go the Chiefs in that one. I've got to cheer the Chiefs on in that one. I like it, James. I like it. The Chiefs go on to face the Blues in the Super Rugby Grand Final, and the Hurricanes have the Blues. Geordie Barrett, a concerning performance, perhaps. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't been following along with Super Rugby Pacific this year, so I'm not too sure. But that looked like a concerning performance for All Blacks duty as far as Geordie Barrett. But, I mean, I don't know. Is Geordie Barrett the walk-up inside centre for the All Blacks anymore? I don't even know. I don't follow along that intensely as I used to. Big win here for the Chiefs, though. 30 points to 19. Not a single tick off the same game multi, incidentally. Great. Yippee. Blues, Chiefs, Super Rugby Grand Final next week. Can't wait for that here on the Wasted World of Sports. We have got coming up, though, a big doubleheader of NRL action. Starting with the Warriors versus the Storm, and then immediately followed by the Eels versus the Rooster. So if you are new to the channel, you've popped in to see the Super Rugby Pacific and you're new to the channel, we do cover the NRL as well. We cover the NRL predominantly, to be perfectly honest. Whoops. Yeah, so we've got that coming up. Warriors, Storm, followed by the Eels, Roosters later on tonight. In about, it'll be about an hour, roughly. Thereabouts. Just under an hour coming up for that one. Warriors, Storm. Thank you so much for your company for this one. The Chiefs have marched into Wellington, got the job done, and they're into the grand final to play the Blues. An all-New Zealand final, it was always going to be. Once the Brumbies were defeated. Blues and the Chiefs. And I'll see you, for those that are interested, I'll catch you for Warriors vs Storm in approximately an hour's time. Thank you so much for your company, as always. Very much appreciate it. And until next time, cheers.